What up? I'm Josh Paulison, and welcome to Your Story Now. So throughout this course, you could say, we've been going over StoryCorps. StoryCorps is the core of how a story works and how storytelling work. We looked at what is storytelling and had these very simple definitions for things. Storytelling is telling a story, and we went to a story. Story is something that happens, and you can break down something that happens into beginning, middle, end, and break those down until you get a story outline. We also discussed believability briefly. We talked about how believing is a choice and people will not always believe your stories. And on storytelling, we got into story forms theories where we looked at books, we looked at movies. We talked about how these different media work. And so this is the foundation on which we can create stories. And all of this came simply from definitions for story and storytelling. Story being something that happens that led into one sentence, 3-act structure, story outline, into considering how characters are a part of stories, because in order to understand something that happened, you need to have something that is creating it or something that is impacted by it. It got us into believability from there, about how believability of a story is connected to that relationship between character and story. It got us into talking about how different story media work, because storytelling is telling a story, and different media have different ranges of interpretation, which is a general concept that you can apply to communication. So we got all of this from these very simple concepts, and we have a lot more to discuss and learn. From here on, we are going to be getting a lot more into individual tips and tricks, rather than into a flow of here's how all the theories work. Yes, there is still going to be story theory here. We are definitely going to have a lot more to say about story forms theories and the definition for story, but from here on out, we are going to move forward a lot more into tips and general ideas, and also into defining things. So I look forward to talking to you more about story theory and talking more about how these theories apply, and showing you a lot more, because there is so much more to learn about story and so many more tricks and tips we can apply.